meh. Reguilon lost the ball a couple times. Hobie, stupid foul and getting booked early on in the game.
Got booked in the 7th minute, bro.
Defenders just hoofing it and not tactical in their passing.
No.
And I'm gonna mention it on the Big Six today later, but like I don't get this lineup. I don't understand this stupid shit manager. Like I don't get him. Like what is this team? Why is Eric Dyer starting 2 games in succession? Like this. The thing is that Pogba interview, tells us it told us what we already knew, but
we already knew this.
It couldn't have come at a better time because you look at it being evidence today. Dyer literally didn't play for like 6-7 games on the trot, and all of a sudden he's back in the team. For what? What's your justification?
Danny Rose was telling us, bro. Danny Rose was telling us from time. Danny Rose was telling us from fucking time, bro. Oh, pod's gonna be so fun to do later. Let me get the agenda popping still.
It's just stupid. Like, I don't have any issue with playing a back three, but why are you playing this back three? What the fuck has Sissoko done to justify a start? Like, we need a win and you're playing 3 centre-backs. Just play the attacking players. Fucking hell. Look at that from Hobie. Look at that. Fuck's sake. Like, Lucas Moura, I know he was reverting back to his usual shit self, but he's been one of our informed players. Why is he dropped? Play him. Gareth Bale is on the bench. You ain't seen him since Arsenal. Fucking play him, man. We need goals. We need to score. We need to fucking win this game. I don't understand why Sissoko and Dyer started. It makes no sense to me.
Well, I didn't get my prediction in, but I'm anticipating a 2-0 L. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be really honest about that one.
I prayed for like a 1-1 draw, but fam, we can definitely lose this. And this is a depleted Everton squad as well. It's embarrassing.
It's so difficult to watch as well. I just, that day, that Pogba interview, like I'm so glad they dropped it. Like these Jose sexuals, they need to stop, man. They fully need to stop. I just don't understand where the backing comes from.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Like the one thing you can give Luke, go on, pass the ball. Oh fucking hell, Kane, man.
Hello, sisters. Shit, hello.
Well done, Harry.
Oh, man, it's such a shit performance. Like I was literally just editing in the background, thinking, I'm missing this game. But I was watching, filtering in and out, and thinking, I'm not missing much. Terrible game, bereft of fucking quality.
Tell me, it's only 20 minutes in. You can't be angry already, man.
No,
why can't I be angry? It's a shit performance, bro. Because we've been in this position before.
This is how it's going to be. Like, it's not like we're not going to suddenly just turn it on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how it's going to be.
Who's been the better team if there has been?
Everton, easy.
Yeah. Who's at home? Everton, right?
Yeah.
Or Spurs.
Everton's at home.
God.
They beat him first in the season, didn't they? 1-0.
Terrible. What the fuck is going on?
Charleston header, right?
He's been terrible.
I remember that.
They cooked us that game, bro.
That's a shit performance. Fucking hell, man.
Toby, please don't let this team do your blood pressure dirty, man.
Everything does his blood pressure dirty. Yesterday, he was trying to play Spider-Man. Is getting heated, bro. He can't do anything like a normal person. He's an absolute lunatic.
Listen, this is why I've had to spread myself thin with I have enough sports. So at least if Tottenham give me pain, I can go to rugby, I can go to NBA, go to NFL. I'll just go courtside, man.
I actually haven't spoken to you in ages, bro.
Who do you support in the NBA, brother?
Pardon?
Who do you support in the NBA?
LeBron James.
Good
Yes,
man.
Harold.
Good man. Happy to have you on board, brother.
Oh,
You know what killed me, yeah? You know what killed me? You man were getting popped. Oh, who popped? Someone popped Spurs. I don't remember. It might have been Arsenal, yeah? Next thing I see Ohio posted about the Harlequins or something. I said, this man. I said, yo, don't kill me. Oh my days!
As soon as you lost that derby, I said, "Yeah, rugby thing, let's go." Come on, man. I don't play with this team. And when people in my mentions talking about Tottenham lost, Tottenham played. Mad.
It gets like that. I can't lie to you. It gets like that. When we lost 6 at home in a row, I said, yeah.
Here we go. What a save from Lloris. He should have scored.
Send me a link, man. But what I
Should've
say
fuck-
from Lloris, man.
should've
Send me a
scored.
fucking link, man.
He should have scored.
Yeah, but Harold, in our house now, because there's like one of the boys that proper into his NBA. He's a Sixers fan. So now
Okay.
we've been forced. You have to support an NFL and NBA team, and say, but I support. So I now have to support the Lakers and the Rams.
The Rams?
I support
What
the
are they
Rams.
The Rams? Oh, what? You have to support the whole city?
Yeah, that's what we've been. That's the rule in our house now. So one Donny,
Okay.
he loves Vikings, so he was like, yeah, I'll support the Vikings. I was like, okay, so you support the Timberwolves? He was like, yeah, fuck it then.
Worst team in the NBA, mad thing.
And then we have one guy in the house. I think I don't know what. I think I'm a minute behind Toby still. But yeah, he wanted to. I think he wanted to support the Nets before KD said he was coming to be. Actually, no, after KD said he was coming, but before Harden. And we tried to say like you can't support them because no one in the house was allowed to support the Chiefs because of Patrick Mahomes. So he basically said if the Nets, he said he would support it. I think the rule for him to support Nets, he has to get a Nets tattoo on his ass if the Nets win the championship. That's the only way he's allowed to support.
That's how I know you're a rugby man. Man said tattoo on his ass. Are you okay?
Because he can't have it anywhere else. He's Nigerian.
Why is he having a tattoo? Because he supports a team. Are you okay?
It's proof, man. Proof's in the pudding, baby.
Okay, wait. So why can't no one support Mahomes? Is that like a general thing? Like you man all like him or something?
We just all like we were just watching him go clear in the Super Bowl. We were like, yeah, no one's allowed to support the Chiefs. Like Mahomes is there for 10 years. Like you're not allowed.
Okay, calm.
Yeah, but
it's interesting because you watch bare sports, bro. You watch like 4 then, yeah? At least 4.
Yeah, like so with rugby, I sort of like I just pay attention where I can. I definitely watch.
God, look at this shit, man. Look at this fucking shit.
Calm down, man. Calm down. Is that Toe shouting again, yeah?
Fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, like,
hey, who you did on there? Buck me a locker room, big man.
Have you even sent an invite yet, cuz?
Yeah, I'll send it right now, family.
Exactly. Don't do that. I'll be checking the WhatsApp regularly.
Fucking shit performance, man. Fam.
What you saying, Ohio? You're about to finish off something?
I've completely forgotten. I'm not gonna lie to you, mate.
You were saying like you follow a lot of sports.
Oh yeah. So like obviously watch Spurs. I watch Spurs obviously like all the time, like when I can. And then rugby, it's mainly the internationals because it's higher standard. But like the club games are alright. The Southern Hemisphere games are a lot better. I catch those on YouTube. And then
I'm off
NBA,
club games. I've realised as well. Yeah, I don't mind international rugby like Six Nations World Cup. I don't mind that at all.
The standard's just higher, like it's a bit quicker, etc.
Ohio, is this you ranking all your sports in like favorite order?
Not necessarily, because like yes and no. I think I watch if I didn't support Tottenham, I wouldn't watch them as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? But like with like England rugby,
just relief.
I probably
go on, put him through, man.
But I support England rugby a lot less just because of like how generally racist the community is. So when England lose, I'm not that pressed, but I want them to win. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then NBA, obviously, like, I try and stay as up to date as I can. But obviously, like when it's playoffs, I'm like fully locked in.
Yeah.
Then NFL is like pretty much the same, to be honest. But
But in terms of watching the sports, what is like the best sports in the rank? That's what I'm interested in, because you watch all of these sports.
I honestly think, like I think you're less likely to find a bad rugby game even at club level than a bad football game, because obviously sometimes we'll be watching United.
Finally.
United.
This is coming from a Spurs fan, though, Harold. This is coming from a Spurs fan.
It is coming from a Spurs fan, but obviously, like I loved watching fucking PSG Bayern the other night. That was unreal. But that is
peak football, by the way.
Bang!
Peak
Yes!
Who scored? Kane, yeah?
Fucking yes! Kane!
Yes, my captain! Let's go!
Happy.
Fucking yes!
Let's go!
Come
Harry
on!
Kane, my
Yes!
Let's go!
Yes, we needed that.
I still don't understand it.
We needed that.
King
Fucking needed that. We've been so shit. We don't deserve to be winning this game.
That's how you man play every game, my guy. Get used to it.
It's true.
Fucking yes, man. Yes.
That's how Tobe celebrates. We've been so shit.
Yes,
Come
man.
on.
What a finish when he's left foot.
Honestly, yeah, I wish I could tell you the amount of times Toby said that
Bang.
this season.
One
like,
touch, left foot, bottom.
We should
corner,
actually,
man.
we should do this. We should
my
do a
fucking
drinking
batsman,
game.
man. What a finish.
Yeah,
What a
Toby,
fucking finish.
you've got 8 more games, including the Carling Cup final with Kane. So enjoy it, my guy.
Like,
It's so you can tell Ohio's a rugby guy. It's like, yeah, bring a drinking game.
Was that
Yeah.
meant to? We've got 50% chance of keeping Harry Kane this summer, bro.
Okay, you got 50% chance of losing him too. How about that?
I know. I'm not.
Why is
I'm
it
not
50-50? Why is it 50? Where does that ratio come
It comes from the
please?
fact that it's going to cost around 150 million to sign him. So the
Okay.
teams that can afford him, it's a case of do they want to go for him or do they want to go for Haaland? There's literally like 2 or 3 teams that can afford Harry Kane right now.
I think it's
Why
gonna
is
be
it-
City, man.
Nah, no way.
Go on.
No way you're flipping
Watch
My man
watch
is
this
give him.
space. Watch
selling
this
to
space.
City. No way.
That's the only
If-
team I can really think of that Tottenham have ever sold to
if Haaland goes to
within the Premier
Madrid,
League.
is he playing top with Benzema?
Oh,
Oh, go on.
I can't. How old is Benzema?
33?
Surely he's 30s, yeah?
I think like 33 or
33?
34
then
maybe.
I guess they'll start to ease out Benzema then.
Still a killer.
He's
though.
had a
Yeah,
proper. He's had a proper remontada this year, though.
He's so good,
I don't-
man.
I don't think many people predicted him to
To do his potential.
Yeah, because even last year he wasn't very good at all, and we're thinking, okay, fair enough. Like you're in your early 30s now, you're start to drop off. I'm a bit of a with Benzema. I don't know. I didn't really rate him like that, you know. And I think more recently, now I've started seeing more propaganda. Start seeing more of his, you know his videos that he likes to put out. There's like
The drippy.
it's so gully. I can't lie. It makes me like him. It makes me want him to do well. Like I know it
By
makes no
default.
sense,
It's true.
but like I just want to support him because those videos are hard.
When players just show a bit of personality, I'm just a bit more
Yeah,
fun.
bro.
Like,
That's why we love the American sports, isn't it?
even like Pepe, like when man was doing that, it was like a Call of Duty video. I don't even know if he made that. Or
Oh my days! I couldn't
video-
believe that.
I watched that. Yeah.
Have you seen the other one of him working out?
That was fucking hilarious, though.
Fam?
Terrible.
Oh my!
Terrible.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That's the worst video I've seen ever.
Man shot that on a fucking potato. It was so bad. So bad.
I love Harry Kane, man. He's so flipping good, bro.
He's so good. Fam, look at that. That goal is actually a joke. The touch
And
the
and
finish.
you're still not
Oh.
taking him over Aguero, yeah, Topes?
Huh?
You're still not taking him over Aguero, yeah?
That's a penalty. Fucking idiot, man.
Oh,
Fucking
great.
idiot, Reguilon. It's a fucking penalty. This guy's been so shit since he's come back from injury. Why are you doing that, man?
Right.
So
Regular
stupid.
Don.
Regular
So
Don.
Regular
That
Don.
is
Regular Don, man.
Regular Don.
Regular Don. Oh my days.
Thing is, he's still cold in it. It's just
He is cold, but he's been playing like a sack of shit for the past month.
I know that ain't who I think it is. I know that ain't who I think it is.
He's at 7. I don't know speak. I don't know.
Hey, good evening. Good evening,
Oh,
brothers.
it's Coons. Coons, you sound
Oh,
so
wow.
different. Damn.
Fam, I was saying things are very different there.
Bro, I
I thought it was
was
seven.
damn.
Oh, that is-
Regular Don at it again, yeah?
that is-
Regular
Reggaeton, man. Reggaeton is back at it.
Reggae
Reggaeton.
sauce.
the worst. That is the dumbest
Oh,
penalty
God.
I've ever seen in my life.
Who is taking the penalty?
Come on, Everton, man. Get in.
Please don't say Sigurdsson.
I'm a bit behind. Is it Sigurdsson? Is it Hammers?
Yeah, actually, I didn't even feel for toast, but rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Honestly, man.
Yeah, I think I forgot about that
in
tweet.
fucking piss,
It's so
man.
stupid. Such a shit goal to give away.
Oh, flipping out
I
Sigurdsson,
hope
bro.
they beat
Damn
you
it.
I
guys,
knew
man.
it, man.
Put him on my flipping bench. Useless guy. And he scored as well. Good goal. Bow, you pussy. I can't even bow properly with toes. There's no point. Like the guy's 6 foot deep already. Poor fella.
Sake, man. I mean, at least we're not losing. I've got to find a positive here somewhere. Good
Fam, like whatever is going on with Reguilon, he needs to snap out of this shit because I don't understand this player that I'm seeing. What the fuck is this about?
Ohio is checked out this season, boy.
Mentally, physically. Listen, it's just gym and sunshine right now, man. That's all I care about right now.
I hear that.
It's not even a fuck Tottenham thing. It's just like,
Oh,
okay,
man.
I'm actively choosing not to let you ruin my evening. It's a fucking Friday night, man.
Everton should be winning anyway, man. So we should be thank our stars. It's not 2-1.
Even hold on.
Shit team, man. Fucking.
I don't even know if that's actually a pen. You know.
It's a pen.
No, I've watched the slow mo from
It's
the
a pen.
back. James has kicked the floor. And
He looks. He's falling before he gets touched.
Yeah,
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not like it's.
I thought
it's
that. I
bound
can't
for
lie to you.
Region shouldn't be running towards his back like that, but it's not a pen.
Oh.
He's already fallen and he's kicked the.
I think it looks worse than what it is, but when you look at it like that, it's hard to overturn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can understand why it was given in real time. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but it's not a pen. But we don't deserve to be winning, so I'm not that pressed.
Maybe Kevin Friend was like, "Oh, it's the history," you know.
He's
Right, they got 2 set piece specialists on over this free kick. You know.
Who was it? Gilfie and Hammers.
Hey,
And,
Cruz
yeah.
is salivating. Cruz is
Bro,
they've got
I need
specialists
Tobes
here.
mudded.
Is
I need Tobes
Boy,
mudded.
me and you both, man. Me and you both.
is Hammers a set piece specialist?
Yeah, he is still.
Yeah, he's
Yeah?
baby for free kicks, man.
I can't tell you that.
I can't lie. You know what I think it is, yeah? I can't lie. I think because I like his tech, if you get what I mean.
I like
Whoever
his
side
tech,
plays
but
that, when they take it,
I'm not sure
looks
he
too
is.
It just looks decent. It's because he's left footed.
Yeah.
I think this will
Respect
go in.
left-footed, man. Everything looks better
Oh.
left-footed. That's why.
Straight into the wall. Dead.
Who was it? Who shot it?
Sigerson.
Useless guy.
wait, was it Sigurdsson who had that free kick against United that one time? When Herrera went into the goal, when he told him to come back out or whatever.
And then he popped it. Was that
Yeah.
Sigurdsson? I think that was Sigurdsson.
I'm trying to think who it was.
Anyways,
you-
I'll be back if Everton score again. Anyways.
Of course, I'd expect nothing else. Nigerian Dan.
Yeah, me too. I only came to say bow. I'll see you man later. Man.
That's real blood of my enemies type shit right there, man.
Having a Spurred pod is just literally like extra shots for the blood of people's enemies, man. That's what it is. But it's fine. We're here to entertain the masses. It's okay. We're here for the neutrals.
I still can't understand why this clown is playing 3 centre backs today. What have you achieved? What have you fucking achieved?
I just want to know man's game.
I can't stand this manager.
He'll tell you 3 Premier Leagues. That's what
Fucking
he'll tell
rubbed. Been telling people even before he got the job. And
Don't
calling me
they
a
got
hater.
TV
This
shows?
guy's a clown. Absolute idiot.
you. Very useless guy.
Ndombele, man. Damn. Get a grip of this fucking game. Guy has been so shit today. Like this is what I hate. Like, fair enough. If we're gonna lose, cool. I didn't expect this team to win, but it's just the manner of the performances that pisses me off.
Don't be gutless about it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, embarrassing performance. And this is a depleted Everton side. They got kids on the fucking bench. It's ridiculous. Fucking playing Iwobi right wing back, and you can't even pass through this team. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Sake, man, this
What a
shit
lad.
team.
What a man.
Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. It's all for show, man. Everything is on paper with this team. They're decent on paper. They're this on paper. Fucking hell, man. In reality, they're not good. Fucking good enough. Manager, players, the lot. They're just a bunch of dickheads. Piss me off.
Black Spurs know that they get more entertainment factor out of tapping Tobes if they play like this. Maybe that's the secret plan all along. Get Tobes more clicks.
Yeah, they just showed the replay. I think you might have occasion for that not being a pen.
Like, let's not get it wrong. Like, Region is completely the wrong side. Like, I appreciate he's trying to.
But he's already down, isn't it?
Like, I appreciate like no one was picking up James, and he should have probably tried to come around the side rather than like through the back. But it's not a pen, I don't think. Like, he's already on his way down, kicks the floor. He just feels a hand in his back and he goes. Like, I think he's only holding. Is he holding his ankle because to pretend he's been touched, or he's? Nah, he's kicked the floor. That's why he's holding his ankle. He's kicked the floor. Oh well, I'm not gonna moan too hard about that. We don't deserve to be winning.
Oh my god.
So if you can't say that and disappear because it makes you think you've gone into cardiac arrest.
Everton, they nearly got in.
Thank you very much.
They're gonna score. What a save from Lloris. They're gonna beat us. They're gonna fucking beat us. What a save from Lloris. Everton should be winning, bro. It's ridiculous.
Describe the chance. I've literally just seen a replay of Hammers' chance.
Sigurdsson played in James Rodriguez on his left foot,
Mm.
and no one's picking him up. So no one's picked up his run. Rodon's tried to get there, but he didn't get there early. He didn't get there quick enough, and James Rodriguez should have scored on his left foot. He should be back. He should be bagging that. This is embarrassing.
I think I'm about to see that chance. Yeah. Huge save. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. We're getting cooked.
And Ndombele's been shocking today.
Like, there's been a lot of talk recently about him struggling to control games, and I was letting it fly, but the conversation needs to be had very soon. Because we've seen him do it against like City.
He's capable of doing it. I don't understand why he's playing so bad.
Speak on it.
We've seen like part of it is like it's not a fitness thing anymore because he can finish games, and I don't want to blame Jose for everything, but it's
not Jose's fault, man. Ndombele is the problem with Ndombele, talented player, but the one thing I've said that he needs to do to take his game from being a good player with great talent to a great player with great talent for Spurs is constant domination throughout the game. He can be spazzing on the game for like 70 minutes and then ghost. Like, bro, we need that constantly for 90 minutes, bro. Or you don't even need to give us a 10 out of 10 for 90 minutes, but just give us like a 7 or 8 out of 10 throughout the game. Like, come on.
I need consistent sevens.
God, this is such a shit performance, man. Well, actually shit. Well, actually rubbish. And you can't even just put it all down to the manager, man. Well, rubbish. Fucking rubbish. But the system is atrocious today. Like, I actually cannot, for the life of me, understand this lineup. I can't get it. It makes no sense to me. We're playing 3 centre backs and we look even worse defensively. They're going to score, man. They're going to score.
Bro, what are you eating to try and take your blood pressure down, man? Are you chewing?
Some Haribo straws.
Is it working?
No, it's not working.
So man's just doing the agenda for later. Steel. I'll probably do most of it at half time.
Jose Mourinho is.
Oh God, I really hope. I'm not even gonna lie. I think Ndombele needs to come up at halftime. Either he comes off, or someone fires a rocket up his ass. Because this is a shocking performance.
For Winksy.
Lucas Moura, take off one of the centre backs. Take off Ndombele. Switch to a 4-2-3-1. Bring on Gareth Bale. Bring on Lucas Moura. Get some energy in this fucking team. It's embarrassing.
It actually says a lot. It says a lot when our best ball retainer, arguably in the team,
our best midfielder, and I'm asking for him to come off because he's not played well. I'm not going to be biased about it. He's just not played well.
Just seen that Richarlison chance.
I enjoyed the last video, Tobes. Last video that you guys did on the footballers and being loyal. Good
What?
video. So I
What's that?
enjoyed that last video.
Thanks, man.
The last video you man, yeah, it was good. It was good. Good content. Good content. Keep it
Cheers,
up.
bro.
Hopefully Tottenham keep up the losses as well. Rest in peace. Rest in fucking peace.
I've been a strong advocate for loyalty being fuck all in sport in general, not just football. I think it's the most overrated concept in the world.
God, we've been so shit. Everton are literally down to bare bones, and they should be beating us. Let me go even prepare my food, man. I'm sick of this team. I'm sick of them.
Sorry, I've just seen the. Thank you for adding me, Harold. I've just seen the question in the chat. Will this be Mourinho's last team? I think it'll be his last team at a high level. I don't even think, the day Poch leaves PSG, I don't even think they'll be stupid enough to take him, because I think he's one of the things that got him the job was just this whole aura of he wins everywhere he goes, he gets some kind of title in his second season, all this kind of stuff. Like, I think we were realistically his last chance, because we're so fucking desperate to fill our trophy cabinet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we were literally just on our hands and knees begging for someone to win us a trophy, to the point where our chairman was obviously very clearly had rose tinted glasses, looking at somebody who's clearly finished. Like, Spurs fans were obviously looking at United, Europa League aside, and finishing second, but 19 points behind City or wherever it was. Everyone could see he was done. And obviously, if you've watched the Amazon documentary, you could just see the way, how certain girls just look at their man like they're in love. That was how Daniel Levy was looking at Jose. So, I think it was one of the dumbest appointments we could have made. It was complete opposite to what we stood for as a club, like structurally, aesthetically, on the pitch and everything. And it's gonna go tits up. We're gonna get smashed by City in the final. I need to watch it. There's actually a video that explains how expensive it's going to be to potentially get rid of Jose a year early. But yeah, if he doesn't win anything with us and we carry on the way we're going, this will 100% be his last big club. I think he's definitely going to want the national job. I think he could get that on nepotism. I actually don't know who the Portuguese manager is now, to be honest. But yeah, I think this will be the last big club job he gets, and then maybe the Portugal job at best. Okay, yeah, the only way he's. I'm wondering how the hell you knew that. But yeah, the only way he's replacing the Euro winner is if man literally just steps down. Do you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, there would be absolutely no reason why anyone would take Jose. Yeah, you're right. I've clocked. There's a couple simple passes that Højbjerg is just splashing into the stand. Like it's getting it's getting harder and harder to defend some of our better players. Like I know we're on record defending certain man to the hilt, but you probably noticed we're just a bit quiet in regards to talking about certain players because they're just doing us dirty at the moment. Idisu, I've got a question. If you're still local,
I think everybody's gone off somewhere. No, I'm not sure where, but I think they're waiting. They're just waiting, waiting slowly but surely.
everyone's just they've got us in the background just waiting for a bow. That's
hmm
all it is.
Just waiting, man. Just waiting. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Don't worry.
I completely understand. I do not blame you whatsoever. Yeah, Rick, there's no actually might have pushed us backwards. Like it definitely has. Like obviously, everyone has their reasons for whether Pot should have gone or not. I personally don't think it was completely untenable. Like we weren't going to get relegated. But I don't really know what our fan base expected hiring Jose. Like, yeah, a lot of us were like, oh, it's fine if he gets a trophy. But it's just like, why would you like what's the phrase? Cut off your nose to spite your face or whatever it is. That's literally the situation we got ourselves into. Like the guy has a literal history for leaving clubs in the shitter everywhere he goes. Maybe bar Inter, possibly. So I don't know why fans suddenly thought that he was 100% going to take us over the edge because even United's Europa League run was shit. Like nearly lost to Celta Vigo. This way is man. I think the board is showing up back a manager this year. I mean, I don't know about always backing a manager because remember when Poch did that interview with Gary Lineker and he was all like, "Oh, to build a house, you need a good foundation, but you need to be putting in new furniture." Like, Poch was asking for new furniture 2 years before the Champions League final run. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we had two. Like, I appreciate, a lot of money went into the stadium, and the plan minus COVID was to get a lot of it back with NFL games, rugby games, all that kind of stuff. But and yes, he gave him Ndombele and Lo Celso, who unfortunately were like, fairly injury prone. But it was 2 years too late. Do you know what I mean? I can't have free transfer windows and the only player we have is Lucas Moura to show for it, who yes did give us that night in Amsterdam, but it's not good enough. So I can't really say that they'll back a manager anytime anyhow because when we actually needed it, it didn't. Yeah, the recruitment aspect, like we talk about that all the time on the pod, and we just don't trust our recruitment system. Like we've been asking, we got linked to Luis Campos, who was director of Lille, I think, up until a couple of months ago, and he's always able to find like a lot of gems for smaller teams. You know, our recruitment panel is what this guy called Steve Hitchin, who's just not a great scout, Daniel Levy, and Jose, and we just can't trust them. This is the thing, like, you know, part of the problem is that if we say Jose out, the next person's got to come in. Still have the same dead level of recruitment. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we just can't trust them to do it. In reality, it was always going to require finished article players. Yeah, again, we also know that, but then it's like, why has Levy decided, you know, I'm going to hire somebody that needs world class players to get the job done when we were never going to do that in the first place? Do you know what I mean?
And I find that insane because if you are going to give Jose world class players, why not give it to one of your best managers of the last decade?
This is why Daniel Levy has been like incredible for the club like over the years. Like, let's not get twisted in it, but he's not. That doesn't mean he's infallible. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you could just see he's had this fantasy about having Jose for so long. I think it's just very, very disrespectful to put Poch through 2 windows of nothing and only decide to give him some P when he hits the Champions League final. But the team was already stale. We didn't get any. Pardon me, didn't get any players out. It's just so it's so that like talking about it is annoying me because I just let Tottenham do what they're doing and I just crack on in my day. But actually, like breaking it down in my head, it just makes us look more and more stupid. Please expand on similar to United with less money. Financially.
Wait, was that Rick that was saying that?
Yeah, I'm just reading this
Wait,
point now.
tell him to open the live
Mm.
because nobody else is on at the moment. So wants to come on. If you want to come on, Rick.
Yeah, I got a ball.
Yeah, go for it, bro. If you're available now, Rick, I've unmuted you. Yo, Rick. No worries.
Yeah, we'll let my man come back and expand on his piece. He's making points.
Mm.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying about the United first thing is that, like, in terms of United, a lot of people will, like, say like the Glazers don't care, which is like definitely true to a certain respect. But it's more so about like how bad they are with their spending money. Because if you see like our team is really expensive. The problem is how they allocate those funds and the fact that our owner wants to be the one to make the footballing decisions instead of just saying that, listen, even if they did want to be cheap, the blueprint is just to get those football decisions and to make good and smart buys, good and smart decisions. However, he doesn't want to step away and he wants to have like all that power to make decisions, which is like Spurs. Like Daniel Levy appointed Mourinho because he wanted success. Like he wanted to be successful. But like the footballing decisions that he made themselves, they just didn't make sense. So it's not like he doesn't care about the club, but like he just needs to realize like, yo, I made this an economic success, but the footballing side, like that ain't me.
Louder.
Yeah.
This is what I've been preaching. A lot of people say Daniel Levy, he's a mercenary, he's this. I can never ever say Daniel Levy doesn't care about Spurs because if I said that, I'd be lying to myself. He cares, but he's not good at making these. He's not good at consistently making good football decisions, and it showed because he's always put business ahead of football. He's always put business ahead of football, even when you're on the brink. And I think right now, it's gonna unfortunately for him, it's gonna reach a point of no return where he either has to relent and bring people in to make the proper footballing decisions and to have the foresight to not hire a fucking dinosaur like Jose Mourinho, do stuff that actually makes sense from a footballing point of view and not from a business point of view. Because Jose Mourinho did not make sense from a footballing point of view. It didn't. I don't care what anyone tells me about his trophies, etc., etc. It made no sense from a footballing decision. None whatsoever.
People like to talk about the trophies with no context as well. That's what really pisses me off.
It's ridiculous.
They just say, oh yeah.
Oh, he's bigger than your club. So what? He's fucking shit now. So what?
Honestly.
Yeah, but I feel like at the same time, like the good thing that at least one thing that you guys can take away from this is that he's shown that he wants some level of success and that like he'll back a manager. It came 2 years too late, and it's like kind of push you guys backwards. But like looking forward, it's like okay, you shown that you have the money. If we have a lot of money, what we need to do.
But do you know what the counter argument for that is?
Yeah.
The counter argument for that is that the times where we were actually on the brink of being genuinely successful, he didn't take the risk, which doesn't make sense to us. You've taken, for me, the biggest risk he's taken the last 5 years is hiring this dinosaur because it was such a big deal, like 50 million a year, 3.5 year contract. You are literally sink or swim territory, and we're sinking. So my thing is this: why have you taken this risk with this manager instead of freeing up some funds that maybe would have hindered the business side of things when Poch was on the brink, when we needed a player in January, when we were in the season when we got to the Champions League final, the guy didn't bring anyone in, and he sells Dembele. And what now? Because you're trying to be ambitious by getting a finished Jose Mourinho, we're supposed to applaud that and be thankful for that. No, it's stupid, and it set us back. Like, and I said this before he got the job. I remember I think it was Pochettino's last Champions League game against Olympiacos. I remember I was speaking to one of my mates at the game, and I told him because his boy wanted Jose Mourinho club because I think back then he was getting linked to the club, and I said it's not going to be worth it. That FA Cup or League Cup that you're so desperate to win, it's not going to be worth the damage that's going to be done to this club, because now we're even worse. Last season, at least we had fair enough. You could say the team was under decline, players doing this, players doing that. Harry Kane injured for 6 months, Son injured for 6 months. This season, we've added some good players. We've not really had any major injuries this season, and yet we're worse. We are worse. Dumped out of the Europa League by bums. Can't even dumped out of the FA Cup. We are fucking shit. So the risk has not paid off at all. The risk has not paid off. It's set us back.
I think just considering like the way he was just choosing not to risk giving Poch P, I just don't understand how he's obviously thought that Jose was the lower risk. Do you know what I'm saying? But it just tells that this is someone who's not really watched United that deeply, and not because obviously in that football world, like all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, I'm sure all like board members across the Premier League all know stuff that's going on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone will know what Jose's like. Like people talk in it. So I just don't get how Levy thought, yeah, Jose's gonna be different now. Do you know what I'm saying? It just I don't know, man.
But I feel like you guys kind of had to sack Poch just because, like, I won't say he lost the dressing room, but they waited so long to back him that at that point things were only going to get worse for Spurs. So like the whole Jose decision was a bad one, but like even before Poch getting sacked, like that team was just already cooked because it's like you can't just not bring in reinforcements for 2 years. Like those 2 years is pretty much what cooked you. So I think Poch almost had to go simply because like it's just really hard to repair the situation of how bad it was getting. Like even the players were getting tired of him, and it wasn't like entirely his fault because of course like you need to make those reinforcements to do that. But after you haven't done it, it's like they just sealed the fate, I guess. Like at this point, I don't really like using the small club argument with Spurs or whatever, but with Paul, you guys kind of skipped parts of your development and you guys kind of like rose really, really fast as a team. But like in certain aspects, I think it would have been better to start out as like a middling team, pick up a FA Cup, pick up a whatever, and then use that to rise up. You guys rose up so fast, and the expectation was win the league, and like there has to be like that mental thing of never having won something. It's like it's fully ingrained and it's stuck now. So yeah.
I'd say it is ingrained, but like the point about the FA Cup, like we could have won one or two, at least one in the last couple. You know what I'm saying? Like I disagree where you say it would have been safe to like try and I say you can't try and stay mid table, but you say it might have done us a favor to be on mid table and go on a cup run. I'm not really sure that would have done us any favors, to be honest, because if we were mid league table, we wouldn't have been able to attract like even if we were mid league, we're not getting Toby instead of Southampton. You know what I'm saying? Toby was meant to be on the verge against Southampton. If we were 8th, 9th chilling, we're not getting Toby. Do you know what I mean? Like I kind of get what you're saying, just in terms of like maybe a little bit less pressure could have carried us over the line, but I think being mid-table, we wouldn't have had the quality to be in like those positions to potentially get over the line. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just feel like y'all are in like a weird position now where it's like you used to be like a top four team and you used to have those title expectations for a couple of years. And now like those are just aren't realistic in terms of like you guys not having the funds and it being hard to attract the players. I'm not saying you should go back to being a mid-table team, but it's like a good 2 years of just resetting things is almost necessary now.
Yeah. See, I agree with I didn't agree with the first part. I agree with the last part because I don't think I don't think any Spurs fan was expecting these teams that we've had, even under Poch, to win a league title. Like that, I don't think that's ever been the objective. But the objective was to establish ourselves as a top three, top four side in the league and go from there and win a trophy. And then anything above that was a bonus. The league title charge that we had in 15-16 was unexpected, but we rode the wave and we ultimately came short in the end. What you said at the end of your message is the best thing, because that is the one thing that for some reason or another Daniel Levy's tried to avoid by making this stupid risk for Jose, because we were in for pain. All we've been doing is just delaying the inevitable. They had let the squad get to a point of no return in terms of the degradation. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, players were on the decline. Some players were just worn out mentally, physically, etc., etc. Like, it needed a reset. And instead of keeping the man who's been screaming that this reset needed to happen like a year and a half in advance, we sack him, get this new manager in, and put in some stop gaps. And yet, the same issue rears its ugly head again. Which is why, even though I hate Jose Mourinho and he needs to go, it's not just that Jose Mourinho and everything gets better, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Good pass. Give it to Kane, man.
So are we back in 5-10? Let me just finish the agenda.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. And I just don't. I don't know. I feel like you guys say that you have a talented squad. I think you have a squad with the potential to be coached better, but you just have
100%.
really glaring holes. Like, you have a talented squad mainly because of Kane and Son. Outside of that, there are very, very, very glaring issues. So, like, honestly, you guys are underperforming, but I also don't see you as a nailed-on top four side.
We're not. No, I agree with that. We're not a top four side, but we have enough to compete for top four. We have enough to what? Look at that shit cross. We have enough to compete for top four. We have enough to still be in the Europa League. We have enough to have not gone out of the FA Cup. We have enough to have not lost 10 games this season. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just Jose. We know that there are a lot. There are so many players in our team that need to be like ripped out of this squad and banished. But we are where we are. And as a manager, is he getting the best out of the squad he has available? No. It's a big fat no.
And do you know what I find insane? Like, absolutely insane. I remember, like, that season, the 15-16 season, what I found so mad about that was the summer afterwards, how you spent money. Like, it was terrible. Like, didn't you guys sign what was it? Was like Sissoko and who was that striker?
Janssen,
I
bro.
just didn't get it.
You're preaching to the choir, and I was fam. I could have punched a hole in my house when I saw that news about Sissoko. It was ridiculous. Like, that was the summer to build on an unexpected title charge, and that's what we did.
Exactly.
It's embarrassing, and that's what I mean about our chairman being too risk averse, and then the one time he takes a risk, it's for the completely wrong thing. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm gonna stop bitching about this club now, man. I'm wasting my energy. We're not gonna win this game. Look at this shit pass. We're not gonna win this game. Go on. Here we go. Give him. Played.
I think you guys definitely have enough. You have enough quality to win the game.
You've got to pass it. That's so greedy. He's got to pass
You've
there.
Definitely got enough quality to win the game.
Huh?
Like, even if you're being outplayed, I'm saying you have enough quality to still win the game.
We do.
Even if you're being outplayed.
Son actually battered Michael Keane. Bang. Like, you got to pass, man. Come on. Like, come on.
So I feel like y'all basically.
Yep, George, it was 30 million. 30 million. Crazy. That's actually crazy when you think about it. 30 million.
No, I mean United bought Fred for 52, and that's still the craziest deal I've ever heard.
Yeah, that was nasty. I can't lie. But at least, yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to figure the positives, and I just can't see one.
Yeah, that was like 52 today would be way too much for Fred. But 3 years ago,
we only made
it was then. Oh.
We only made one good signing that season, and that was Wanyama. Oh, fucking hell, man! How does Richarlison get this ball? Ridiculous.
I mean, I feel like if y'all know that y'all have to do a club reset, you ideally have to sell Kane now because you just need those funds.
No, we don't have to sell.
I don't even agree with that, man. I don't agree
exactly.
With that.
I don't agree with
like,
that. We don't have
to top level recruitment can get this done within a year or two.
Facts. People think we need to compete 50, 60 million players.
You don't need that.
Good players.
You don't need that.
Yeah. We just need good players.
And the thing is, yeah, me and Dan Soft were having a conversation like previously, and it was like the fact that people say clubs are amazing at scouting, but clubs are very lazy when you think about it, because there's a lot of talent out there that you can find. There's a whole lot of talent, but for some reason, clubs just are very, very risk averse, and they don't want to actually like take the risk and look out there.
I mean, I guess the question is, what exactly do Tottenham Spurs want in the next 2 years? Like, being a top 4 side is great and all, but there has to be like more than just that.
No, we want success. We want trophies. We want to be able to win. We want to be able to win trophies, and we need stability. We became a top. That's what I'm trying to say. We became a stable top 3 club, and the plan was to kick on from there. But we've gone backwards. It's not, oh, Spurs just want to be a top 4 team forever. Of course, we want trophies, and we've actually put ourselves in a position to win trophies over the years. Then what? Like this will be our what? This will be our 3rd cup final in what, 6 years? 3rd cup final in 6 years. Countless semi-finals. Like, we're coming close, but we're just falling short.
So do you feel like it's more so a money issue or more so a scouting issue?
What's that?
Do you feel like it's more so a money issue?
It's
or
both.
It's more so the scouting?
It's both. Our recruitment is poor, and when on the off chance that they get it right, and the player is interested in coming to us, and they're linked with us, we don't free up the funds.
Yeah.
That's why the Ndombele thing was a breath of fresh air, because we've never seen our club act like that. We've never seen our club go out and get many people's first choice target and just pay the money. We've never seen that. And that's why we thought, okay, you know what? You're making up for lost time after not signing anyone for 18 months. Maybe you're changing your ways. And if you look at our spend, I think since the start of last season, we spent, pass the ball. Since the start of last season, I think we spent like 40 million. I think we're like the fifth or sixth highest spenders. Like, so we're spending money, but it's still not enough, which tells you the scale of work that is required to fix the mess that they put us in the first place.
It would be interesting to see you lot squad though with a manager's philosophy that's more relevant as well. Like in
We'd
the
be
time
doing better.
today.
We'd be
You
doing
know what I'm
better.
saying? Like that's the
They
thing.
had, they
That's the
had,
thing.
people
People are
had
starting
opportunity.
like no, but I'm saying like you see, because Poch obviously hasn't managed these players, isn't it? So Poch left, they signed these players, and then my man Mourinho comes in. But like the Ndombele's, even Højbjerg in a different system, I think would be interesting to see if he was like at the base of a midfield or something like that. Like I'm not saying it has to be that, but I'm just saying a manager with a more relevant philosophy and style of play with this
Have a
squad.
shot. Go on.
Before you even sign any more players, it might look very, very different. Do you understand? So like even before you sign all those players, I think that's important to see first. So then you know with the pieces to add. Like I don't think you should add pieces and then like you just need to see how this squad does under a manager that's got a bit more of a more like relevant philosophy and a more attacking sense in him probably.
But you know what it is though, Jay. You know what it is though. It's like it's Pochettino had like 60, like basically 7% of this team last year, and it was crashing and burning, bro. It was crashing and burning.
But
so
he didn't have Ndombele, did he?
He did have Ndombele. Yeah,
oh, he did. Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah. He
Oh,
did, yeah.
Good save. He had Ndombele. He played him. It was only when Mourinho came in that Ndombele obviously got cut off. And to be fair, he had fitness problems, but I didn't like how he didn't get a single minute. But anyway, Pochettino, the bleeding was there on the Pochettino. Even the season when we got to the Champions League, like in the league, our form since January, it nosedived, man. Like it was terrible. February, sorry, we lost to Burnley, and then that was it. Just L's after L's after L's after L's.
I do think the confidence thing as well with that squad has been a massive thing. Like I don't think Mourinho helps with a lot of the like in terms of you can make your squad confident going forward, but I feel like with Mourinho the way he plays, I don't know how confident some of these players are even doing some of the stuff they do in attack now. Do you know what I mean? Like especially the way like everything has to go through Son and Kane.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of just kills everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like whereas if you get a manager that kind of firmly believes that all the players have a role to play in attack, I feel like that just makes a little bit more of a difference as well. Like you use your wing backs a little bit better. You use like even your midfielders. I think I wouldn't say Jose uses Ndombele bad, but like I think a manager with a bit more of an attacking sense could do better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what is the thing is, I will even give Jose a little bit of credit for sort of getting in work, being patient with Ndombele and getting him back into the fold and stuff. But because of the way we play, Ndombele has even said it in his interview, like his free like freestyling approach. He takes. He said it in his interview, like he said in his interview that like he thinks before he used to go off instinct and now like he thinks more when he's on the ball as well. Like I don't think that's a good. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I don't think it's a good thing at the same time as well, because that's literally the best part about him. Like his ability to just beat man and play like a killer pass and stuff. That's off the cuff. And
yeah, and he did the same thing with Joe Cole as well at Chelsea. Like he did the exact same thing. And one of the ways he improved Joe Cole and get into kind of simplified game time. Like he didn't really like. But Joe Cole was a mad freestyler with a ball at his feet before he came to Chelsea. He used to do tricks for fun. When he come Chelsea, he wasn't in the team for a bit, and obviously Joe Cole like found out why and everything, and it happened, didn't it? Like he went through this patch where he was just like amazing for us, but that was all to do with him being a little bit more simplified in his game and trying to do the more important things on the pitch before the skills and stuff like that. But I agree with you as well. There's certain players you don't take that away from, and I think Ndombele is one of them players.
I just think like it's just, but the thing is, this is what I'm saying. Like, unfortunately for us, because the players are playing so bad, so it's hard to gauge how much of a percentage is down to Jose, how much of a percentage is down to the players. But